Welcome to Supernova Podcast, the future of intelligence. Today, we're diving deep into the multifaceted impact of alcohol. It's a topic that touches everyone, isn't it? Let's get started.
Absolutely. It's such a pervasive substance, and the consequences can be incredibly wide-ranging. Where should we begin?
Well, let's start with the immediate effects. It can really change how people behave, right? Like, lowering inhibitions and all that.
Exactly. It's a huge issue. Lowering inhibitions can lead to risky behaviors. You see it in unsafe sexual activity, domestic abuse, a real domino effect.
I see, interesting. And those risky behaviors can lead to really dangerous situations. What about the impact on relationships? Seems like that's another big area affected.
It's a minefield. Alcohol can cause serious issues with family and friends, conflicts, loss of trust, and even separation. You can see how one decision can have far-reaching impacts.
Wow. And it's not just personal relationships that suffer. It hits society as a whole. What kind of problems does that create?
Think about it. Alcohol-related accidents, healthcare costs, decreased productivity. All of that puts a massive burden on communities and economies. It's a real societal drain, you know?
Absolutely. And let's talk about a particularly vulnerable group, pregnant women. That's a serious matter.
It is. Alcohol can lead to fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. Physical abnormalities, learning disabilities, behavioral problems. It's a lifelong impact, and there's no safe amount of alcohol during pregnancy. It's really concerning.
That is terrifying. Let's move on to young people. It seems that they are also more susceptible, right?
Definitely. Their brains are still developing, and alcohol can really mess with that, leading to long-term cognitive and emotional problems. Plus, early exposure increases the risk of addiction later in life.
That makes sense. Peer pressure, curiosity, a dangerous cocktail, no pun intended. Speaking of cocktails, does alcohol also have physical effects on our bodies?
Oh yes. It weakens the immune system. Regular drinkers are more prone to illnesses. It messes with the body's ability to heal and recover, too.
I see. And it's not just the immune system. What about sleep? Does alcohol help or hurt?
It's a common misconception. While it might help you fall asleep faster, it disrupts the quality of sleep. Less deep sleep, fatigue, reduced mental performance. It's a trade-off that's not worth it.
Wow, I did not know that. Interesting. Is it fair to say long-term alcohol use can change your physical appearance?
Absolutely. Weight gain, skin problems, premature aging, the body can appear bloated. It affects self-esteem, which just compounds the problem.
And we can't ignore the financial consequences, right?
Right. It can become a major expense, especially for heavy drinkers. Healthcare costs, legal issues, lost income, it can create a cycle of financial strain and then more drinking as a coping mechanism.
It's a vicious cycle. And let's not forget the legal aspects. Driving under the influence, alcohol-related crimes, those have serious consequences.
Definitely. Fines, license suspension, imprisonment, it can really impact a person's future opportunities.
So, it all adds up to a pretty grim picture. It seems like the risks outweigh any perceived benefits.
Precisely. The long-term effects are devastating, impacting almost every aspect of a person's life and society. It really highlights the importance of awareness and responsible choices.
So true. Reducing or avoiding alcohol, that's the key to a healthier, more stable, and fulfilling life. Wow. What an important reminder.
Indeed. It is an important reminder.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just that knowledge is power. The more we understand, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions for ourselves and our loved ones.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you for this eye-opening discussion. And thank you to our listeners. That's all the time we have for today. Remember, make informed choices. And goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more interesting conversations.
Welcome to SSI, the future of intelligence. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that touches almost everyone, alcohol and its effects. It's a conversation that's both important and, frankly, a little scary.
Absolutely. I'm ready. It's so easily accessible, yet the consequences can be so profound. Where should we begin?
Let's start with the basics. Alcohol, as we know, is everywhere. But it's crucial to understand that it's not just about a temporary buzz. It directly impacts the central nervous system, right from the start.
Exactly. You're spot on. The way it messes with brain function is alarming. Impaired judgment, slower reactions, it's a recipe for disaster in many situations. Like, driving?
Precisely. And we're not just talking about heavy drinkers. Even moderate consumption can affect alertness. Think about it, even small amounts increase accident risk. And the long-term effects, memory problems, difficulty concentrating. It can lead to some scary cognitive decline.
It's a slow burn, isn't it? The initial perception is often that it reduces stress, helps with anxiety. But it's a false friend. In reality, it's a depressant, right?
A total misdirection. It disrupts the chemical balance in the brain. Mood swings, irritability, and then, the risk of worsening conditions like depression and anxiety. It's a vicious cycle.
And we can't forget the liver. The liver is the unsung hero that takes the biggest hit. Fatty liver disease, hepatitis, cirrhosis, the whole progression is frightening, and often silent until it's critical. Scary stuff.
It is. Cirrhosis is a life-threatening, and liver transplants often become the only way out. I mean, think about the circulatory system too. High blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, heart disease, all ticking time bombs.
That's right. The heart muscle weakens over time. Cardiomyopathy, the heart's efficiency is compromised. Even moderate drinking over long periods. That's what gets me. It's not just about binge drinking, it's the cumulative damage.
The digestive system doesn't escape either, does it? Alcohol irritates everything. Inflammation, ulcers, nutrient absorption issues. This means the immune system takes a beating too. People become more vulnerable to infections.
And the cancer risk. Mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon, it just hits all the vital organs. It's like a chain reaction of damage. It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it?
It certainly is. And, of course, the big elephant in the room, addiction. Alcohol is addictive. The control slips away, relationships suffer, careers falter, and the withdrawal symptoms can be brutal.
Totally. I have heard stories. Tremors, sweating, anxiety, seizures, all compounding the problem. Making it incredibly difficult to quit without serious help.
It's a complex issue, no doubt. But the key takeaway here is awareness. Understanding the full spectrum of effects, from the immediate to the long term, is the first step toward making informed choices.
I couldn't agree more. Education is key. Knowing the risks, recognizing the potential for harm, that's crucial. It's really about empowering people to make healthier decisions.
That's exactly it. So, think about what we've discussed today. Your brain, your heart, your liver, your overall well-being. It is all connected, and all at risk. Be mindful, be informed, and be safe.
Well said. And thanks for taking the time to have this discussion with me. It's been really insightful. I learned a lot.
My pleasure. And thank you to our listeners. That's all the time we have for today. Remember, stay informed, stay safe, and be well. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more interesting conversations.